We're going to move right along. I have the privilege now of introducing Bryan Kemper. He is the founder and director of StandTrue, a pro-life organization out of Troy. He also works with Priests for Life on the youth outreach. And by golly, this man had the audacity to kneel in front of the White House and pray. And for that, he was arrested. So I'll let him share that.
You trying to tell my story for me? I just got to tell Dr. Webb, that line about I just tweeted that line. Mr. Obama, there's no expiration date to religious freedom. I might make that into a t-shirt. I like that. So, anyway, hey, thank you for having me. The last time I was here, I didn't get to see any signs in anyone's hands. In fact, I got so upset when the police were starting to take the signs down. I went over to Ruth and I said, I'm going to go stand right in the middle and hold a sign until they take me away. But Ruth would not let me get arrested. She said, no, Bryan, you have to speak and you need to go home to your family and all that. And she knows I'm kind of a lawbreaker. I have a history of being arrested. Back in the 90s, I was arrested dozens and dozens of times for kneeling down and praying in front of abortion clinics with Operation Rescue. The way I look at it is God's law overrules man's law, and that's just the way it is. In fact, I work for an organization called Priests for Life. You guys know Father Frank Pavone? He's my boss, a great man to have as a boss, and I'm the youth outreach director there, and right now, our organization is breaking the law. Because right now, we are breaking the HHS mandate. And we have said, we as an organization will not spend one penny on drugs that can kill children, on contraception and abortion-causing drugs. They can walk into our office, put us in handcuffs, and drag us away, but we will not comply. We will not comply. In fact, I feel so strongly about this, especially as a father of 7 children. Somebody earlier said we need to have more kids. I'm working on it, okay? I got 7, and we only been married 15 years. We're doing good. And, but I was sitting on my front porch the other day, and my kids were there talking to their friends, and they're all, Mr. Kemper, are you really going to go get arrested? And I'm like, yeah, I'm flying to Washington, D.C. tomorrow to go get, and they're like, but you're going to go to jail. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And they were like, but why, Mr. Kemper? And I said, for you. For your future. You see, we stood out there, and I was there with the Survivors of the Abortion Holocaust, a great organization of young people out of California, with Lila Rose from Live Action, and Father Frank Pavone, and John Kavanaugh O'Keefe, and Joan Andrews Bell, and so many heroes of the pro-life movement. And you see, in front of the White House, you're allowed to stand there and hold a sign as long as you walk. But if you hold a sign and you kneel down and pray, you are suddenly breaking the law. Now, if you don't hold that sign and you kneel down, you're fine. You can sit down and have a sandwich and they're not going to stop you. But we knew that every time something like that happens in the White House, there's a special report made up especially for President Obama. So we knew he was going to know every single one of us that stood there or knelt there and prayed with that sign. So a bunch of young people, 54 in total I believe, knelt down and prayed over those 3 days, and they closed off the whole area of the front of the White House. They barricaded it up, made everyone go outside, and all of a sudden all the citizens that were out there watching were going, this is ludicrous. This is ridiculous. How can they do this? And they were asking us for information. They were asking the people that were with us that didn't get arrested for information. How do we find out more about what's going on? Why are they doing this to you? So for us to be able to take that simple action, all of a sudden it set on fire everybody around us. And they wanted to know what we were doing. And so we knelt down, and they came and they handcuffed us and they put us in a police wagon and they took us to jail. And a few hours in jail is nothing. Nothing in comparison of the years of us being oppressed if we let this go through. If we let this go through. I'm willing to sit in jail for the rest of my life if that's what it takes for my children to be able to pray and to be able to practice their faith the way that their faith demands they practice it.
Yeah.
So and I'm not asking you to go get arrested right now, but what I'm trying to tell you with that story was, listen, By us doing one simple little thing, people wanted to know what was going on. And when they found out the truth, they were angry. They were angry. So you guys need to take this opportunity. Make sure that you're getting these signs in your yard. Make sure that you're getting involved, passing out the voter guides, letting people know what's going on. I'm not asking you to go out and get arrested. But if we don't take care of this now, I'm not going to have to ask you, because they will someday come and arrest you. Thank you.